As you see, we got a little bit of, this ain't no Billy Withers, okay? Y'all know who does just the two of us. And it ain't no Billy Withers. I don't know what they thinking about. Everybody and their grandmama know who does just the two of us, okay? That's Clyde and the Family Slides, okay? Man, but we know it ain't no Billy Withers, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a jazz man that does this. Okay? This ain't Billy Withers. Billy Withers is a one-hit wonder. Okay? This guy has continued to put out music and albums. As a matter of fact, he's still performing to this day. The water's all that is, and it don't make no flowers bloom. So let's show you whoever did this did not know what they were doing, because that irritates me. That just chats my hide. I know who the person is, okay, because we got a lot in common. Me and that person who does this song. Y'all heard me. I just put just the two of us. Sorry, that's the YouTube video we're watching. Okay? See, this is the jazz version. Pay attention. Alright? Y'all just pay attention. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here. The raindrops fall on the window down the hall. Hold on. That's going to be this one right here. Do you understand the difference? Now, Billy Withers, Lovely Day. But let me show you how this is the same. Come on now. Nobody asked you to go to the next one. Come on now. We all know what Lovely Day sounds like. Lovely Day is a lovely day. I mean, that's a lovely song. Okay. Why they would say it was Billy Withers, I don't know. Okay. So we're going to go with this list right here. Why? People go, well, why you do that? You don't have to do that. You could just let it just go. No, I can't let it go, because it's either you know the facts or you don't know the facts. You're going to teach the facts or you're not going to teach the facts. You're going to talk about the facts or you're not going to talk about the facts. Ladies and gentlemen, everything is about right and wrong, up and down, in and out, back and forth. It is not sideways. Okay? They do movies about this stupid sideways junk, and when things go sideways, it don't never go right. Okay? Let's do this so that everybody gets it, okay? Because a lot of people are not getting it. You know that guy, Jussie Smollett or whatever, however you pronounce the young man's name. Okay, if it were me, if I was in his position, I would remember that the first thing the police did was they said that he was lying. Okay, now, if the police said from the very beginning he was lying, and it was only because of the media when Jussie did the video with ABC and that Miss Roberts, and they had the outlash because of the racial issues that police department has, and then all of a sudden they find the two guys, and then the two guys, they let them go, and then all of a sudden the two guys are saying that, oh no, we did this with him. Could it be that the two guys were promised by the police that they would not press any charges if they testified that these guys come together and say Jussie was in it with them? And it turns out that's why Jussie could say, yeah, that's them, because these were guys that he had done business with. Think about it. If these were, pay attention everyone, if these were guys that he really had conspired with, had colluded with, pay attention everybody, do you think he would be saying, yeah, that's them? But I can see the police, because these police, pay attention, people. They immediately said he was, pay attention, lying to them. And then the very next thing you know, the police got both of the guys saying that he paid them. But they can't say because he paid them in a check, and one of them in a check. So they had proof of the check. Okay, because they could go to the bank and get that. But where's the other $3,500? You heard me bring that up from the very beginning. If he paid them $7,000, okay, first he ain't got that type of money. All right. But if he paid them $7,000, then where's the other $3,500? So if it's me, I'm gonna say that the police, as prejudiced as they are, and because of the backlash, conspired with these guys. That's why the superintendent. Now, here's my proof that this is what they're doing, and they can't get out of this. There is no way around it. What do you mean there's no way around it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, how often have you heard, well, we cannot divulge any information, it's an ongoing investigation, and we'll update you as soon as we're able to. But it's an ongoing investigation, and we do not want to damage. Oh no, I told you guys I can't play this song. Y'all know that. Hey, this song, I cannot play that song. My father, before he died, he heard me listening to that song. Whew, and he was like, And you know what? That was my father. I have to give my father his credit. We're going to play Billy Withers, the real Billy Withers song. Okay? So when my father told me about that, I listened to Sexual Healing because he died. Okay? So I listened to that like crazy for years. And then all of a sudden I listened to the song. I listened to the words. I heard what Marvin was talking about in that song. And I'm like, oh no, I can't listen to that. And I claim to be one of Jehovah's Witnesses and I'm listening to this? Oh, no. And so I stopped listening to it. And as you see, to this day, I won't let it play. I know every word to the song, but I won't let it play in my head, and I won't let it play on, hey, he won the stupid Grammys that year. Okay, he was Artist of the Year, and then a couple of years later, his father killed him. Why? Because after having the #1 album that year, Marvin Gaye was still staying at home with his mother and father. That's what the industry does to people, ladies and gentlemen. So if you think these stars and actors are making so much money, you really need to see what's going on. And I did not say that because of this song. I was saying that because I was talking. Then only when I said, see what's going on, did I realize that he was singing that in the background. But you really need to pay attention to see what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, because a lot more is going on. So let's get back and talk about that wonderful case with this young man. I don't know the young man. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty certain that if I were around him, he and I really wouldn't be friends. Not because of his sexual choices. We wouldn't be friends because he's not the type of person that I'm around, that I find myself wanting to be around. Okay, and not saying that there's anything wrong with the kid. Okay, it's just we don't think alike. We don't have anything in common. Okay, this ain't no Bobby and Whitney thing. Come on now. We got something in common. Anyway, but what you do know is the police always say that we can't reveal any information because it's an ongoing investigation. You know we can't talk about an ongoing investigation. They always say that, so why are they tweeting? Look at how much information they have tweeted. And then the superintendent gets on TV and said, we got more evidence, we got more video evidence. Why is he doing that? Why is he talking about all the evidence? Because they're worried about their image. So if it's me, I'm bringing up the fact that they've acted in conspiracy. The police officers and the two guys. Because they were promised, and we get them to reveal that they were promised a deal. That's what his attorney needs to be doing. His attorney wasn't going to do that at first, but he's going to do it now. Watch and see. You guys know what happens when I do a video. And hey, even if they tried not to do it, it will be to their detriment. And by the way, I told you guys the other time about Kevin Hart and him not doing that video. Not doing the Grammys, the Oscars. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Hart didn't do the Oscars because they weren't going to let him do the Oscars. all that thing about them talking about they were gonna let him do the Oscars and that what's her name? Come on now, DeGeneres, Ellen DeGeneres, talking about how she called the people who were doing the Academy Award and that they were gonna get him to do the Oscars. Let me make sure you guys understand what's going on. They never were intending on letting him do the Oscars. All of that was for show, and he knew it was for show. That's why he wouldn't accept the offer. I didn't get it until I saw the video that was talking about him, Kevin Hart dressing like saying that he would never dress like a female because that ain't him. And then all of a sudden he dressing like a female. I didn't get it until I saw that because I heard what he was saying in that video. And when I heard what he was saying, then I got it. So watch this. Because like I said, he reminds me of my best friend only in looks, not in decisions. My best friend would never do the stuff that he does. Okay? He even talks like my best friend, but not the same thing. Okay, we got Kevin Hart. And what we do with Kevin Hart, since we got that right there. Uh-oh, it took me off. DRESS. GIRL. Alright. Lovely day. See, that's Billy Withers. Uh-oh, Girk. Okay. Okay. He said he would never do this, ladies and gentlemen. He said he would never dress like no female. Okay? He said it would never happen. Talks about Kevin Hart wearing a dress, the Illuminati and the Scary Movie 5. Okay? He said, Kevin Hart said he would never do that. This is the video right here. Oh, hey, we got to talk about this. Billy, we got to put you on pause because this is the video I wanted to talk to everybody about. There's so much in this video that we got to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Then I'm going to let this go, okay? But we got to talk about this.
Great comedian said that, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts? And is that something that, you wouldn't do, for
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. For me, I know what they are. They've yet to been challenged, so
Wait, hold on, Kevin. Wait a minute. Hold on. What are your limits? What are your boundaries? Because apparently you keep overstepping them. Now, look, he said this. I didn't. And I'm not trying to have beef with this young man because, like I said, he not only looks like my best friend, he sounds like my best friend. But my best friend, I would tell him exactly what I'm saying now, the same as I said before. I didn't get it at first. He'll tell everybody that this ain't it.
I don't have to speak on. I was asked to dribble a basketball on the talk show this morning. I
you look
said
good
no to
doing
that. Not that was a dress, but I was like, no, I'm gonna look stupid. At the end of the day, you got to know that you're a brand. I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times. When things happen that can possibly affect your brand, your brand can be diminished, and you don't want that to happen. So protecting my brand is definitely a priority.
Wait.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree.
You guys got to understand, this man, there is something going on with Dave Chappelle as well. Listen to Dave Chappelle, listen to how he sounds back before everything went haywire. Okay? Listen to how he sounds and then go listen to him now. That's not the same voice. It's not the same person. I don't believe in a clone thing. There's something that this man went through that changed him. And it was significant. All right, let's play it. Let's let you guys listen to him then and now.
Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in a trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. It's the right.
Oh, wait. Hold on now. Let's not go any further. Let's talk about that. I mean that I mean that woman right there, that thing. And I talk about her, but Oprah reminds me of my eldest sister. Now, my eldest sister is definitely not no thing. My eldest sister is a woman. She is a respectable person, and I have a lot of respect. At first, I had respect for Oprah, but I want you to watch her as Dave. Look, Dave is serious. Do you look at how he's looking? That shows you how disgusted he was with somebody telling him to put on a dress. Okay? But notice how she looks, and notice how she does those Illuminati symbols, and you'll see it, and I'll point them out when she does them.
Writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail, so he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on, and what? A prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave, listen, we got it all set up. We're supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. You know, the pressure comes in. He said, I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't need to wear no dress to be funny. What am I, Milton Berle? You know, we're going like this. And then finally he's like, and he leaves. And then, like, the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress. What is wrong? What is this, Brokeback Mountain in here? So then...
Look at her. You see her right there? He just made a joke about gay people,
I want to wear the dress.
and that's unacceptable on shows like her.
Oh, gosh, this guy's so difficult. They leave. Now the producers come on, David would be so great. I mean, and then I started thinking
Look at her, Illuminati symbol, the number 6.
All the comments that I've seen.
Pay attention.
Man, you know, strong brothers, why they putting us in these dresses? But the minute it was
now
clear,
she's
I was adamant,
thinking.
I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine. Think of something else. Guy comes back 10 minutes later. The whole new scene. Hot damn, how did you write the scene so fast?
See?
You know,
Look
it's
at
like,
her.
So you gotta take a sting.
And here come the Cardinals. And from the
And
looks
here
of it,
is
the new
Mr.
pope
I will
is
never
not
wear a
Turk's
dress.
end. The new pope is 9-year-old Oscar nominee
See?
Kavashane Wallace.
Hold on. He said he would never wear a dress. He said he would never wear a dress because he has an image. He has a brand. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not knocking the man. No, I would not put on a dress. Even as a child. No, I would not put on a dress. I don't need to be wearing nobody's dress. You can't talk me into it. I don't do Halloween. I don't do dress up. I don't do makeup. Okay? Let me explain something to y'all so that y'all get it. That was his choice. He said he wouldn't do it. He did it. Does that make him less of a man? No, because everybody has the right to change their mind. Okay? Everybody has that right. They can change their mind. But I didn't want to just show you that. Let's get rid of, no, don't want to show you that. Not that. Get out of here. Right here.
God knows what. Sex.
Oh, sorry. I can't play this because he curses. Whew. I'm so glad I caught myself. Okay, but you're going to see certain things about his dress. Okay? Mr. I will never wear a dress. Uh-oh. Illuminati. Anyway. Oh, Lord. Okay? Oh, Lord have mercy. Do you see? This is why the person did this video. Because they're saying something is up. Okay? Now, I'm not saying anything is up. Alright? I have a lot of... You guys need to understand, I'm not putting Mr. Kevin Hart down. I actually have a lot of respect for Kevin. Alright? He curses. That's the only problem I have with Kevin is he curses. And I can't stand that part of him because my best friend wouldn't curse. Okay? Especially never around me. Just like I would never have cursed around him. Ever. And It's personal to me only because he reminds me of my best friend. That's the only issue. Other than that, Kevin Hart is an all right man. In my opinion, good actor, and the movies he do, hey, the movies are funny. Come on now. Your grandmama know the movies are funny. His grandmama knows the movies are funny. You know the movies are funny. Well, people are claiming that he stole this from people and stole that. He ain't stole nothing. Okay, because nobody owns a joke. Look, there is nothing new under the sun, so nobody is the originator of a joke. All the jokes that are out there have been told by somebody before. All the play on words have been done by somebody before. It's just when certain people do certain jokes, it's funnier. And then you remember, go back and look at the groups who did the same songs. The groups who did the same skits and same routine. Look at I Love Lucy. Look at the TV shows. See, I've been complaining because a lot of the shows that we're watching, what do? God, they do the same old junk. The same old storylines. If it's a cop show, it's the same thing. If it's two men, they end up dating women. One ends up dating a woman and they end up breaking up and making up and the break up to make up and all of that stuff. And then the other one gets shot and ends up in the hospital and then he's on life support and he survives. And then the other one gets shot, he's on life support and he dies and then they replace him with somebody else and they got to work the new partner in and then he's got to have some little emotional issues because it's the same stories because they have the same writers, the same people writing that junk that they put out there for people to take a look at. It's the system, people, and you gotta stay away from the system. So do yourself a favor. And I'm going to tell you this because this is important. This is what I did. And I told myself that this is what I was going to do. I wasn't supposed to do this. I was supposed to be doing duplicate. I wasn't supposed to be doing this. No, we're going to go back. Oh, well, I did go back. Okay, so we're going to let Billy Weathers play. We're going to duplicate. Now, I'm going to turn him down. And we're going to go ahead just a little bit. Okay? Okay. I don't want them all the way off. I want them right there. Okay. And then we go here. Okay. This is not what I want to do. I want to do this right here. And I want to tell all of you to do this. THEY. TRIED. They tried to warn us right here. Okay? Not the rest of that junk. See, that's that Marvin, y'all. And we're going to shuffle these mothers, okay? Oh, see, you almost cursed right there. I said mothers. Okay? He just said mother, mother, mother. Okay? You need to watch this video, people. If you don't watch any other video, watch this 1965 film. Those of you who are at least 48 years old, those of you who are at least 60 years old, watch this video and see if this is not true. Okay, and then those of you who don't understand, let's talk about the Illuminati. Okay?
They're the ones you should be arresting, not me.
Why didn't you say that before? What do we got here?
Cam, this is William Klein. He was wrecking an office.
But I just wanted to meet them face to face. I wanted them to admit what they were doing.
Who is they? He was in the office of the Trilateral Commission.
Trilateral?
If you don't know who the Trilateral Commission is, go look it
Trilateral
up.
Commission.
They're about to explain it.
All right, what is the Trilateral Commission? It's an organization founded in 1973 by David Rockefeller to bring together business and political leaders from the United States, Europe, Japan, so they could work together for better economic and political cooperation between their nations.
Hold on. Y'all are not going to get this. That's exactly what they were set up for. He's literally reading the script as to how that organization was set up. But the only problem is, when people talk about the Rockefeller organization, they speak about this very same thing. People call them conspiracy theorists. They call them crazy. But he's reading the actual script. This is what they do, people. They flip the script on you, making it sound like you're crazy, and they made a joke out of it back then. Notice the people laughing. Pay attention.
That's what they'd like us to believe. But you see, what they're really up to is a scheme to plant their own loyal members in positions of power in this country, to work to erase national boundaries and create an international community, and in time bring about a one world government with David Rockefeller calling.
Wait, one world government? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Barney Miller. Do you guys know when this show came out? 1981. One world government? One world government. Okay, Bush was head of the CIA during this time. So they're talking about a one world government on television. But watch the people laugh. They made a joke out of it.
The shots.
I take it they're pressing charges?
Yeah, well, he broke a globe and some UNICEF artwork.
Well, they're in on it too.
Okay, Mr. Klein, if you're
I'm
just...
telling you, our whole way of life as we know it is in jeopardy.
I appreciate that information.
But I have the documented evidence. It's all in there. Show it.
Okay, that's all I wanted to show you guys. This is not me being off my rocker or crazy or anything. This is me telling you that you have to do your research. Okay? You have to go about understanding what's going on, and you can't go trying to prove it to everybody else. You simply have to understand it first. And so when you explain it to someone else, you have to do the same thing I'm doing. Point them to the information so they can see it for themselves. You can't make somebody believe. You can't force somebody to believe. People can only see what they can see. Ladies and gentlemen, as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and it's not a Jehovah's Witnesses, and I apologize for that. I was trying to get past this song because we just played that song. Never Too Much with my boy, Luther Vandross. As we told you guys, we're merging the site, and we're having some issues with the merging of the site. And so we're working on that. This is not the site. This is a different site. And I can't play Luther. Oh, we can play Luther because it ain't the video. Ladies and gentlemen, all I can tell you is what I've been telling you. I can't convince you of anything. The reason why I can't convince you because it's not my job. As one of Jehovah's Witnesses, I had the job of going out there and sharing information with people. Not trying to convince them, not trying to force them to believe, not trying to force them to listen. If they got it, they got it. If they didn't get it, I moved on. Why? Because I didn't have time. This is not a, well, you guys here to brainwash people and you try to convert. I wasn't converting anything. I had a van that I converted, another van that I converted, and a car that I converted, another car that I converted. I converted cars. They're called convertibles in most cases with the cars that are with that title. So you convert a car. You can't convert a person. You can't change a person's mind. The only one that can change a person's mind is that individual. See, I can't come to you and say, oh no, you're going to think this way from now on. Your mama can't do it to you. Your daddy can't do it to you. Only you can change your mind. Only you can stop forest fires. Okay? You are the only one who can change your mind. You're the only ones who can change your point of view. You're the only ones who can change your opinion. So I'm not trying to change your opinion. Go back and look at my videos. Go back and look at each one and see how I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm showing you what I'm talking about. Let me make sure that we understand this because we got to keep it real. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why you're here. You're here because you know I'm going to show it to you. I'm not just going to talk about it. I'm going to show you where I'm getting the information and allow you to make up your own DAMN mind like the Oracle told Neil. Okay? I'm not your Oracle. I'm not your Morpheus. I am Neil. If I were anybody in the Matrix, I am Neil. Because I know that I can operate in and out. I don't need nobody to convince me of that. I just had a judge dismiss a case today. Yeah, he talked about that nonsensical stuff and said it was mostly unintelligible. He talked about he talked about this vapor money theory. Vapor money theory. Vapor money? Now, you guys know what vaping is, don't you? I said, so is the judge sitting up here trying to talk about vaping because he's in California? I said, it makes no sense. Vapor money theory. Then I checked him in our response. I told him, look here, you ignorant. And I didn't call him, well, I did call him ignorant, but I did it in my way. Because you can't disrespect an officer of the court while accessing the court. That's, you won't get anywhere with that. But I let him know that, first of all, you are party to the contract. The court is a party to the contract. And according to the Supreme Court, and I put the Supreme Court information in there, the contract has an arbitration clause. You have agreed to waive your rights and all other rights as a result of acquiescence to the contract, and you are bound by the tenets of the contract. So basically what I'm telling them, you ignorant moron, you can't dismiss this case. You don't have the authority. You don't have the jurisdiction. Oh, by the way, you knew because we put in a petition for a request for arbitration, and you sat up here and tried to dismiss the case. You can't do that. Supreme Court has already told you once the parties elect to go to arbitration, it doesn't have to be all of the parties. It has to only be one of the party who elects to go to arbitration. Once one of the parties elect to go to arbitration, the matter goes to arbitration, and that's all she wrote. Sorry, these are the, yes, this is, I was downloading the Lethal Weapon thing. Okay, it's gone. He's finished. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on a different computer, so you guys can't see what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm downloading Lethal Weapon on a different computer. I got two computers in front of me, and that's what I do from time to time is I work on two different computers. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that judge, in his ignorance, thought he did something. He didn't do anything because now he makes the whole arbitration and contract thing an issue. I told all of you, I'm the guinea pig. I'm the test tube dummy. Ladies and gentlemen, let me do this for you. Al, we're going to have to stop the music. Al, I like Al. You guys know I like Al. And he's talking about this staying together thing. I like Al. The next video I do, we'll probably start it off with Al, but ain't no more audios playing in the background. Ladies and gentlemen, you got a criminal case. You want to know how to make it go away? Get a jury trial. Have a jury trial. Then put the code before the jury. What code? Ladies and gentlemen, there's only one code you can put before a jury, no matter if it's federal or state. Does anybody know? Now, some of you are not going to get it, so I'm going to do the best I can to try to help you to get it. Oh, you're going to get it. All right, you got 27 CFR 72.11. Most of you know exactly what this code is, but hold on. You don't know why this code. It says the meaning of terms as used in this part. Commercial crimes, any of the following types of crimes, federal or state. Ladies and gentlemen, if anybody's accused of attempting to commit or attempting to conspire, it is a commercial crime. Do you know why it is so important that you highlight to the jury that it is a commercial crime? Well, watch this. I don't need the whole word. We're going to copy and we're going to do this. Watch this. Uh-oh, I did the wrong thing. The wrong thing. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Give me a second, y'all. I got to get that commercial word again. Engages in commercial business, comma, they abandon their sovereign immunity and are to be treated as any other ordinary corporation. Capacity. Now remember, A commercial crime is any of those crimes there. Stop listening. Ladies and gentlemen, a commercial crime is any crime, federal or state. Now, this one says how to avoid commercial traffic contracts. I don't know who this is, but I like the title. They cannot engage in commercial business and still claim to be sovereign. Their entire tax history will document their tax history as far as their filing taxes as a corporation, that they are private for profit. So naturally, we go after the corporation for their insurrection and rebellion against the United States, and we cannot be questioned about it when we go blah, blah, blah. So I understand what this person is saying because I was yelling and screaming it on video. So I understand exactly what this person is saying. Now I need you to understand the courts held that the corporation was district for the United States and did not share its immunity, distinct from the United States and did not share its immunity. Oh, this is one of the cases that anytime they abandon their sovereign capacity. Ladies and gentlemen, since all crimes are commercial, any of the following crimes, and if your crime fits within that, that means they're engaged in commercial business because they're enforcing a commercial crime. Commercial means civil, people, so it cannot be criminal, i.e., there cannot be a criminal penalty unless you contract. And that's all you have to do is highlight the statute. The jury has to go according to the letter of the law. Well, the statute is not law, but they have to go according to the letter of the statute. And it says federal or state, any of the following types of crimes. It just has to be a type of crime. And it becomes a commercial crime. And if it's a commercial crime, according to the law, whenever the government, not just the United States, but whenever they engage in commercial business, watch this. We done shown it to y'all many times. Oh, this a video? I don't think this is my video. Yeah, I think this is my
Ladies
video,
and
y'all.
gentlemen,
Yeah,
and
that's
ladies.
me talking about that. Y'all just, I didn't know I was clicking on a video, y'all. I didn't know I was clicking on me, y'all. But I think I put it here. The courts held the corporation was distinct from the United States and did not share its immunity. And we're looking for the corporate business. Give me 1 second. We're going to do the search. Okay, ENGAGE, engage. It's either engage or enters. No, then it's enters. TERS. Yeah, we got two enters. Okay. When the United States enters into commercial business, it abandons its sovereign capacity, meaning it's not government anymore, and is to be treated like any other corporation. When the United States enters into commercial business under the laws of whatever state, it is to be treated like any other corporation. We put all the case law there for you, people. So, if they're to be treated like any other corporation, then no jury can enforce that code or that statute because they don't have the authority. See, the jury is impaneled by the court. Well, the court doesn't have constitutional authority when it's enforcing a statute because statutes are commercial. Oh, you didn't know? Yes, statutes are commercial. They're civil. They're commercial statutes, people. The jury cannot be impaneled by a non-government agency because they do not possess governmental authority. You bring in 27 CFR 7211. Why 27 CFR 7211? How can you take a CFR and make it a statute? Ladies and gentlemen, because it is in a federal registry, it is deemed law just like any other code because it's in the federal registry and all the public has knowledge of the federal registry and can access the federal registry, i.e. it's law. Oops. That being the case, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you get rid of your so-called criminal cases by challenging that. And yes, they'll rule against you and they'll say, I'm not allowing that. No, you don't have the authority. Sorry. And no, you can't hold me in contempt because you don't have the authority to hold anyone in contempt when operating in a commercial capacity, which means your jurisdiction is hereby challenged as a result of federal statute. So either you prove on the record without just words, no, you got to prove it that you got jurisdiction. I know you're going to say you got it, and I know you're going to say it because that's what you do, because you crackheads always do the same thing. You just talk with that stuff on the side of your little mouths like Dave Chappelle be saying, you just talk with that stuff on the side of your mouth and you think people are paying attention to what you're saying. They ain't paying attention to what you're saying. They watching that stuff on the side of your mouth hoping it don't spray on them. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, again, those of you who hang around to the end of videos, you'll pick up on some information that might be beneficial. Ladies, gentlemen, before I hang up on this particular video, I want you all to know I know that I know things. I know that I'm smarter than the average bear. I know that I have knowledge. I know that I have pieces of puzzles that other people don't have and wish they had. I am not like everybody else. What do you mean? Because when I put stuff out there, take a look, I put it out there for free. We have everybody, please understand with SATCOM, right now the site is being what's called migrated. We could not avoid it. It had to happen this way, and we're still working out some kinks. Please bear with us because it's necessary. Why? Because once we're there for 3 straight years. So it will be 3 years before it happens again. We like the plan. We like the company. Right now, it is the companies we were with before. It's because of how they had us registered. It was the way they programmed things. We have to unprogram that, but that means one company has to get in contact with another company, and that company has to get in contact with another company, and that company has to get in contact. Hey, buddy, get in contact with another company. So that's why that's taken so long. Those of you, sorry, who have had an inconvenience, we're working on it. Those about trying to get in touch with SAA, it's the same problem because their email system is tied into our system. Why? Because we made their website as a subdomain of our website. They're in complete control of it, but we did it because we wanted to save them money because they needed to get started and we wanted to help them get started. We don't control them. We just gave them the tools in which to get started. And so it's tied in. But you can communicate. They are receiving emails. It's just they're not able to go back to the old emails, and we're trying to recover that for them now. So we're working on it. All right? All right. So you guys have a Coke and a smile, and we will take care of everything as soon as possible. Adios, arrivederci, goodbye. Sayonara. I'll speak to y'all later.